correct. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, in this video, I would like to explain to you about my title, my research, and with the title, The Impact of the Environmental, Social, and Governor ESG Score on the Return of the Stock on the LK 45 Index. In this at the beginning, I would like to give you the introduction, background, why I choose this topic. And ESG is a common company standard for the executing and the integrating company operation in accordance with the environmental, social, and governance concept. And this research is vital for gaining an overview of the firm and determining the impact of the ESG policies that will be adopted on the company's share price. And the purpose of this study is to empirically examine the impact of the environmental, social, and governance parameters on the return of the share of the firms included on the LK45 index. These are the research problem. The first one, how does the environmental performance influence the return stock on the LQ40 index? And then how does social performance influence the returns of stock on the LQ 45 index? And also the last one is the how does governance performance influence the return of the stock on the LQ 45 index? This is the purpose that the topic that I choose to ascertain the impact of the environmental performance, to understand the impact of the social performance, and also the governance performance on the stock or return on the LQ 40 index, 45 index. And here, the literature review, which is there are theoretical basis that I use in this topic to support my topic. The first one is agency theory, which is from the Jensen and Macklin proposed the agency hypothesis in the 1976. And the second theory is the stakeholder theory, which is the stakeholder theory is the set notion showing that the company's manager has the duties to many stakeholder groups. It's from the Freeman in the 2015. And next, there is a legitimacy theory as defined by Suckman in the 2013 is about the perception or the presumption that an entity activities are desirable, proper, or the appropriate within some socially built system of norm, value, beliefs, and definition. And the next one is the signaling theory, which is a sign or a signal produced by company management policies is referred to as signal theory. And the next one is the environmental social governance, which is these are my variable. And ESG is a standard that company has when it carry out in this investment activities, which is divided into the three: environmental, social, governance. Okay, let's take a look. The first one is about the environmental. Environmental is the first factor in the environmental, social, and governance matrix, which is the environmental disclosure score, which can be seen from the company's activities and policies. Is the indicator used to measure the company environmental performance. And then the second one is the social. Social is the second criterion in the ESG matrix, and it's used to assess the company interaction with the surrounding social environment, which is include the society, suppliers, buyers, and media, and others. And the last one is the governors. The third factor in the environmental, social, and governance ESG evaluation is the governors, which is the evaluate a firm's management to provide a good and smooth sustainability process uh, from the company. And the next one is ESG investing theory, which is according to the Morgan Stanley that he said that uh, the ESG investing is the examination of the environmental, social, and governance concern in an investment decision-making process. So that the decision making takes into account more than just financial concern. And beside from the theoretical research, I also use the theoretical theory. I also provide the previous research, according research from the Safriani and Utomo that look at the impact of the ESG disclosure on the financial and market performance. And ESG disclosure has a considerable beneficial impact on the financial and operational success. And these are my hypothesis development that I comes built from the theory and previous research. The first one is the environmental. We use the by age hypothesis null, which is the environmental score has no influence on the company's stock returns. It also happens on the social and governance. So I put the hypothesis zero, which is the ESG has no influence on the company stock returns. But in the hypothesis one, I give and the environmental score has the positive influence on the company stock returns. And the second one, social score, has the positive influence on the company or stock returns. And also the third one is the governance score has positive influence on the company stock returns. All right, this is my chapter 3, which is the research method. The first one is data source and data types. In this study, I use this research used the quantitative in the scope, and the data utilized in this study is derived from the company share price, which is are then processed to provide the corporate share return statistics. And the LK45 corporate share price data origin for the Refinitiv icon, while the environmental, social, and governance ESG score data refers to the estimates of the elements provided by the firm using the Global Reporting Initiative, or we can call it the GRI criteria, whereas which is the GRE is the worldwide independent organization that develops GRI standards for the sustainability reporting. And also GRI standards are one of the world's most extensively utilized the sustainability standard. And then for the research sample, the proposed sampling was utilized to get the sample for this study. This approach is a sampling methodology and takes into account specific criteria, which is the specific criteria were used to choose the participant for this study as 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 in the mention. The first one is the companies participating and the LK45 index from the 2019 until 2022. And then the second criteria is the release of sustainability report between 2019 until 2022. For the variable operation definition, of course, I would like to use the two variables. There are dependent and also independent variables. For the dependent variable, it referred to the as an so for the a variable that affect the dependent variable is referred to the independent variable. According to the Sugiono, an independent variable is one the impact or the causes the dependent variable to alter or the emerge. Meanwhile, the dependent variable is also known as the output variable, which is commonly referred to as the impacted the causes by the preference of the independent variable. And the following is the explanation of my operational variables. The return stock I would symbolize with the Y, and the return stock is the rate of the return on share, is the change in the price, share price over a specific time period. And this is the formula. And for the measurement, we use the ratio. And independent variable, I use the environmental score with symbolized by X1, social score X2, and governance score X3. And also there is the formula, which is quite same, but uh, the score, it depends on the how much that the company have in that company. And for this scale, we will use the score from the 0 until 1. And from the data analysis technique, this research uses the panel data regression analysis, which is the panel data regression is the regression analysis based on the panel data to observe the relationship between one dependent variable and one or more independent variables. And it's said from the Sunengsi and in the 2009. This research used the variable consisting of one dependent variable and three dependent variable. As I mentioned before, one dependent variable is the return stock, and also three dependent variable ESG, environmental, social, and governance. Here's the formula for this topic. A as the parameters, and then R for the stock return. A and V is the environmental rating. SOS is the social rating. GOF is the governance rating, and E for the residual, which is the error thing that we cannot calculate in this research. And for the estimation model determination, the common effect model, fixed effect model, and random effect model are three regularly used approach for the estimating regression models utilizing the panel data. Furthermore, the panel data regression using OLS necessitates selecting the optimum model, which might be accomplished by running numerous tests. The co-task is used to choose between the common effect model and the fixed effect model. And the Hausman test is used to compare fixed effect models with the random effect in order to determine the best model to utilize a model in the panel data regression. As well with the long-range multiplier test, which determines the optimal models between the common effect and random effect. And the last one in my research method, it is the partial significant test. And this study used a significant threshold of the 5%, or we can convert to decimal is 0.05. And if the probability value is 0.05, it may be stated that the independent variable has a partial impact on the dependent variable. But if the probability value is less than the significant level, it means that hypothesis null, like I mentioned before, H0 is accepted because it's true, it's not significant. And this the next situation is that if the probability value is more than the significant level, it means that the H0 is rejected, and we have to consider about the hypothesis 1, hypothesis 2, and hypothesis 3. All right, there is the reference that I used. That's all from my presentation. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.